sing unto Yahweh, let all the earth call, bless his name and show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory amongst the...
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Ben Israel. I want to look at the opening Torah power shots of this week Torah portion, which is today's teaching. No matter whether I'm on vacation or whatever I'm doing, whether I'm on my job, occupation, I keep my Torah with me. Every place I go, I take my Torah with me every place I go. So I like to say a big part of discipline. I was just speaking, my main man Memo, speaking with my teacher this morning, Miss L, about some things and, you know, life itself. So again, everything we do should be discipline. So this is the open Torah portion of the book of Numbers, chapter 8. And what you want to do, what I encourage brothers and sisters to do is definitely start reading Torah portion on Yom Rishon. You can kind of get used to it by the time Shabbat comes. It's more like a review. Okay, so here, this is called my MP notes or critical apparatus at the footnotes of this particular Hebrew Tanakh, which is a scholarly Tanakh. Okay, so now the Moreh will look at the biblical takes for today's teaching, and he would extract certain things he want to bring out to the people. So we look at this right here, the bit bar, Numbers chapter 8, verse 1. It say, make sure I got my camera good there. Wa'idabel Yahweh El Moshe Lamar, right? So when we look at this very word here, this word here, we like to say this will be a identification ID stem. We like to say PL. Okay, now remember now, the PL stem can be causative. It can be also intensifying to a tensor. Okay, so you want to remember that, right? Okay, so I will not render this right here as an imperfect verb. I will render this right here as a PL, third masculine singular, prefix conjugation preterite. Okay, so your instructor or your instructors should tell you about the verb stem preterite. Okay, and spoke. Who spoke? Okay, Yahweh. Okay, Yahweh. This right here would be your Hifil, third masculine singular, prefix conjugation imperfect from your third hey verb. This would be a third hey verb, right? All right. This right here would be your preposition to L to, okay, Moshe. The name Moshe here, like I always say when you look at the vowels, you look at the name Moshe in your third hey verb. It is a masculine singular active participle. Okay, draw. What did Moshe keep doing? He kept drawing Bnei Israel back to the crater. All right. Here, the more. This right here would be your call, infinite construct, which is saying. Okay, again, let's go from the top again. When you're parsing and you're extracting certain things to bring forth to your students. Wa'idabel Yahweh El Moshe Lamar. And spoke who? He that called to this. Your preposition to Moshe Lamar saying. Okay. Let's move on forward here. You see this word here. Why are the vowels so important? If you take away the Nikadot and the code system, how would you be able to tell what tense it is? This is why I don't understand why brothers are still pushing a Phoenician script, a Paleo-Hebrew, all this and that, and it's causing more confusion within our community, right? If you take away the Nikud system, the vowels, how would you know that this word here, Debir, is a second masculine singular imperative? It's more like command form. So here, Moshe, through the power of Yah, is being commanded, okay? Again, let me say it again. If you take away the Nikud system, how would you know that this word here is in the PL, intensive form, okay? Third second master singular, imperative. Imperative means he's being commanded to do something. Who is he commanding? El Aharon. He's being commanded to speak to Aharon. Again, this is your preposition, and this is the name Aharon. Okay? So bear with me. When you see this word here, okay, we are Marta. This word here, this is your conjunction. And this is we hit identification, which is ID stem. This will be your call perfect second masculine singular. Okay, is perfect. All right. Here, let's move forward. This right here would be your preposition, and this yod and woe would be your third masculine singular pronoun suffix ending. Okay, spoke to him. Right. Okay, so it's very important. You see this word here. This word here would be lotka. Okay, so now this word right here would be your preposition. The base your preposition. Okay, and this word here would be your hit fill infinite construct form with a second masculine pronoun suffix ending on there. Okay. Now, the shortest root, which is your three-letter shortest root, okay, is ayin lamed hey. This is where you look in your third hey verbs for ayin lamed hey. All right, and this way you want to say when you set up, okay, or when you call something to light, or when you set up something. Here, you also now, this word here, you see your direct audio marker, okay. Then you see your definite article here. Okay, your definite article with a massive plural noun. And this word right here would be the word for lamps. Okay, and we look at this et hanerot. Okay, praise be to Yah. So let's move forward to this word here. Now, you see your preposition right here. You see two prepositions, okay? You got preposition 1, preposition 2, point to something. Now, when you go here, you see the word here is pay, noon, yod. Okay, we see here, pine. Okay, this is your masculine plural construct noun. Okay, and you can translate that in front of, right? In front of something. Okay, let's move here. So you see this word here, him, hum, nura, nura. So the word here, this is your definite article, this is your feminine singular word now. Okay, you can translate this as the light stand. Okay, this particular word here, right here, is aru. And now this word here would be your hifil, third masculine plural, imperfect. The verb is imperfect. Now remember this right here. This also is a weak verb because your shortest root here gonna be aleph woresh. Aleph woresh gonna be your shortest root, and this is a weak verb. Okay, so I want y'all to kind of remember that. Okay, let's move forward here. You see the word here. This word here gonna be translated what? Ship-at. So this word here, ship-at, this right here will be your masculine. This is gonna be your masculine number. So you have to be careful. You know you meet people that tell you bullshit. Even though you see this towel here, you might think it's feminine, but when you look up this word, ship-at, it is what? A masculine number when you look up your Hebrew word number. So you want to kind of be careful because people will say y'all some bullshit nowadays. Very easy. You know why? Because we as a people, we are so easy to be deceived and we are very gullible people. And I think it was Elder Sean did a lesson about asserting authority, and this is what some crazy people do. They will assert their authority on you and teach you some bullshit. I just got to call it like it is, right? And this is why, as a people, we are so confused. Okay, so let's kind of move here. Where I'm at. Yeah, this word here, right? So this word here will be honey wrote. Okay, so again, this will be your definite article. This is your definite article. Which is da will be your definite article, right? And this is your masculine plural. Okay, now. Okay, and this word here will be other word. We teach this word here for what? Where am I at? 7. Your 7 light stands is basically what it'll be, right? So this is how the instructor, whether a male or female, male for Moreh is male. Moreh is female teachers. And I would like to tell brothers when they have a problem with a female teaching, I say, well, your damn mama taught you something, right? Did your mama, your mammy taught you something? Didn't your grandma taught you something? Okay? So a woman is always and have the ability to teach, but she'll not to ever put a place in the place of a man. Now, if she don't have no man in the house, then yeah, she got to be the mother and the father. So you got to respect that black woman. When there's no man in the house, she got to be the male and the damn female. That's a lot on a woman. Okay? So I don't attack my sisters for teaching anything, whether teaching a word or whatever. It is what it is. All right? Everybody got to know their place. The black man got to know his place. The black woman got to know her place. If they don't know them place, then those that are skillful and have wisdom, they're going to be compassionate and teach them in a loving kindness way. I ain't say teach them in a negative way neither. Because you try to teach people in a negative way, what's going to happen? They're going to buck on you behind. And this is what's wrong with a lot of you brothers today. Hallelujah. Then they always hollering about the black woman. Well, yeah, she need to get on your ass. She need to get on your ass as a black man if you're not handling your responsibility. Let me finish this teaching. Sometimes I just gotta say it. So now, when we look at this very word here, right? What is up? What is up? So this word right here will be your. They like to say a war consecutive. Now look up biblical Hebrew prefix preterite. Look it up. Nowadays they change this to a woe consecutive, or war consecutive. You want to look this up, right? So your shortest root when you look this word up will be in sin. Okay, hey, that's what it can be. Your shortest root. Okay. Now this verb here is imperfect. I would not translate it imperfect. Why? Because again, I would translate this word here as a what? Pa'al is P-A-A-L. Third master singer prefix conjugation preterite. That's what I would translate this word, but not imperfect. I want y'all to look this up. And this is how you tell whether somebody know this stuff or somebody's bullshitting y'all, right? This word here, what? Look at this particular word, king. This word here, king. This is what we call an adverb. What the adverb does in biblical Hebrew, it modifies the noun. So look up adverbs. Basically, when you meet all these crazy people on social media, Facebook, YouTube, you gotta ask them a certain question. What is an adverb? I don't know. What if you don't know? Why are you trying to correct me if you don't know something? You need to sit down and be taught. Okay. Again, you see this name here again, Aharon. This will be your proper noun. Okay, Aharon. Okay, you see this word here again. This word here is your preposition. Okay, that will again be before, right? So let's move forward here. So remember what I told y'all this word here is? Bear with me, kind of. Okay, that's before. It's your masculine plural construct. That's before, or you want to say before my face. However you want to translate it. This word here is the light stand. Okay, so this is your definite article. Feminine singular, what now? This particular word here, Okay, hey, ayin, lamed, hey. Okay, and this word right here is your hifil perfect, right? So he's causing something to be set up. So something is being caused to set up. This verb here is in the hifil, third masculine singular. It is perfect, and this is your third hey verb. Okay, that means he set it up. Okay, why he set it up? Why? Because the gender of this particular verb is third masculine singular. I mean, it is perfect. Perfect means it is complete. You don't have to mess with it. Okay. Now, the next word here we have is what? Ni, teha. Ni, teha. So, this word right here will be a masculine plural noun with a third. You see this hey right here? Okay, you have a komas there. Okay. That let us know that it's a masculine plural noun with a third feminine pronoun suffix ended on it. It is feminine, right? Again, these are certain questions you can ask certain brothers that want to be smart asses. You just ask them, what is that hey doing there, and what is that komas doing there? Well, I'm telling y'all, the answer is what is. It is a pronoun suffix, third feminine singular. It's like a third feminine singular pronoun suffix. Okay. So this is something very important to know. Why is the grammar or reading Torah portion and understand the Hebrew vowels is so important? Because again, if you take away the vowels, how would you know the gender? How would you know the tense? You wouldn't know, so you'd be making up stuff. I mean, this is what Israel do. Israel is known for making up shit and teaching all people. But then they'll tell you they helping all people. You just victimizing all people, because why? You getting them more bad information. You talking about the white man. You talking about the Nicodemus system in the 7th century, 9th century was created. You know why? Because at that time, our foreparents could not read the biblical what text. They could not tell you what the hell our word mean. They just reading, making stuff up. And we doing this. A lot of our people doing the same thing today. Nowadays, you can just get a title. I'm a new Moreh, started camp, this camp, that camp. And then when you say, listen, are you reading this book? Are you reading these critical notes? But then you got all these brothers and sisters follow you in ignorance, but they're not doing no scholarly teaching and reading. This is all Hebrew. I've been studying this stuff for 11 years. My teacher bust my ass. He made me disciplined. So when I come in for people, I don't come in for people acting like I know my stuff. So I can have an intelligent conversation with any group leader, any camp leader, and I can pose some questions. So let's finish this thing, right? So where am I at? So you see this word here? This word here would be in the PL stem, okay? Okay? Zawa, right here. Ayin, woe, hey. And this word here is in the PL stem. The verb is perfect. Okay, it's PL. Your gender gonna be third masculine singular, perfect. Now your shortest root, again, as you see it right here, gonna be what? Zadi, woe, hey. You look it up. It's a perfect verb in the PL stem. Now again, brothers and sisters, the PL verb stem can be causative, and the PL verb stem also can function intensive. Okay? He commanded who? Yahweh at the direct object marker pointing to Moshe. Okay, now again, when you look at the name Moshe in your Hebrew grammar books, right, this is a masculine singular active participle, meaning the subject is doing the action. This is something very important, right? So, I mean, again, this is something can be done if the Moreh apply themselves on the Shabbat to bring out certain key things. In other words, extract certain key things to bring forth to our people. Okay, so this is something very important, right? So again, when on Shabbats back in the days, we had to read the whole Torah portion. You see it right here, Parashat. So we had to read the whole Torah portion in Hebrew and explain it back to our teacher in Greek, in English, right? So my particular book, I'm gonna show you how my book is set up. I would like to say, so my book is set up just right here. So here, I still have my notes in my Tanakh, my vows, and I got some notes down here written down. Okay, so a lot of notes. Then up here, I got more notes in my Tanakh, right? So again, when I go in places, I can just carry one book, okay? So these things are so very important. Now, a part of this right again, this is book here, so you definitely want to look this up because this paper right here go with this book. So if I want to know when was the Samaritan Pentateuch written, the date of origin, you can say the 5th century BC, language Hebrew in Old Hebrew script, it's an E era, okay? Date of manuscript around the 13th century, right? Then I read my other notes right here, right? So these are all notes. This little pamphlet, again, gonna go with this particular book right here. Let me see, turn the page. Don't want to rip it. Can you bear with me? Oh, gee. Now you be trying to rip something. So again, so if I want to go with the different manuscripts, it's going to tell me the dates. And so if I'm doing a seminar, then yes, I will say, okay, well, look at this date right here. When were these things books written? And so now you are giving people better information. Okay, but then over here, what I do again, this is all one book. I write down the dates which each book was written in to the best of my ability. But I'm making notes. I'm making notes. I'm making notes. I'm making notes. So you want to kind of set up your book to a good point. Then what I do, I look up in my particular Tanakh. I do have Greek writings right there. You want to say the alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, delta, octo, kappa, lemma, mo, no, car, macron, pi, rho, thema, 2, epsilon, phi, car, bis, omega. So now, then I made more notes, biblical Hebrew clauses structure, what is a clause, and I made note, okay? So now again, like I always just say, what you want, okay? So this is something very important that our people don't study. You have to study the critical asset marks of the book, because you can see the markers. This is called a salute. What does salute do? Identification that the last ascendant syllable of the verse only one syllabus, okay, makar, right? So you got to study this stuff because it makes a difference when you're teaching or going through the Hebrew Bible, right? So this is something very important, okay? So another good thing you can look at is Shemot. What's Shemot? I think me and my memo went over the thing here. You can see my grandson got hold of my Tanakh. So like if we are talking about, this is something which read maybe we gave everybody to read this right here, the 10 words of the 10 saying, right? So again, we looked at a little bit the first 3 verses of this week Torah portion. Now let's look at this particular Shemot chapter 20. Now remember this right here too. When you look at Exodus chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, Exodus 16, Exodus 19, you're dealing with between Exodus 12 and 2, Exodus 16, and Exodus 19, you got 3 months. By the time you get to Shemot, Exodus chapter 20, now you're dealing with the giving of the Torah. So let's look at it, brothers and sisters, very careful. It says, wait a bit, more. And spoke who? And spoke who? Elohim. Again, this is your masculine plural noun. This is your direct object. This also is your masculine noun code, Hadem, and this is your masculine plural words, okay? Ha'ele, this is your demonstrated pronoun, Lele. This is the more, against the word the more, this is your call, infinite construct. Now, let's look at this right here. Anoki Yaba Elehe Kasha, Jose Tikar me, Erasmus Ram, Abedabadem. Now here, this is your first person, okay? Ani, Noki, you might see, you can see, sometimes you might see a ni written in the text too. You see Anoki, okay? You will say, I am in English, I'm Yahweh, Elahika, your God. This is your, that final pronoun suffix ended right there, possessing me your power. Now, if you was to remove this final, carry there, it would be, and he spoke, I am Yohewahe gods. That wouldn't make no sense, but it's saying Elahekar, some possessor. Then you see the word, the relative pronoun Ashir, okay? Now, what is Ashir doing? Is telling you Jose Tekar. Now, this word here, this would be your Hitfield perfect first common singular with a second master singular pronoun suffix ending right there, okay? What did he do? He calls you to be a rake because this is the Hitfield. The Hitfield verb stem, it calls it up. He calls them to be a rake from where? Okay, from the land. Okay, this is your feminine singular noun. From the land, okay, this is your preposition, mem, preposition, and outer resizati is your feminine singular, okay, noun. From the land, and this Misraim, okay, you can translate it as a proper noun, place, okay, or you want to say from the land that was great. My bait from the house, Abadama servitude, right? So again, parsing is very important because again, when you're standing before the people, you want to read their break. You want to make sure you be able to extract certain things where the people understand that what's going on within the biblical text. Why? Because we've been beaten, raped, murdered, still killing each other, still doing all type of crazy stuff, script or culture, language, everything. But now you got people coming back and want to teach you the right thing. And a lot of our people have a problem with it. Well, that's the white man, darkened, that's Yiddish. And half of these Negroes, when you ask them, do you speak Yiddish? No, I I don't speak English. I speak English. Well, that don't make no sense, right? So, here's the thing. You're an Israelite, you're a Hebrew. At least be able to look up some words, academia, and educate yourself on how to look up some words, go in order, go to Amazon, order a Browns, Briggs, and Driver, dictionary to look up some basic words, or either order the Matthew Yahoo Clark. That's another good dictionary you can order and do any things. But this is what a lot of our people do. The white man, the goddamn devil. The Bible, this right here is Yiddish right here. But then you ask these Negroes, do you speak English? They get dumbfounded. When you ask them, do you want to come on my live? Oh no, then they tuck their nuts back between their legs and make a vagina. And sometimes you gotta talk to these brothers like that. Now you gotta make up your mind. Do you have a penis or do you have a vagina? Because if you got a penis, then you need to stand on your balls. Because you come over here, I'm gonna chop that penis off and you're gonna have a vagina. Because you shouldn't come over here messing with me. I'm out here trying to teach our people the right thing and turn them into doctors and lawyers and have them go to school, educate themselves where they can build within their gate. Because I'm not out here on Facebook saying, come and follow Dr. Shayl. I've been studying this manuscript over 11 years. So you think I would just look at it? It took a long time to master this stuff. And this is another thing. One of my students right there, okay, to your face, ain't no joke. You don't see nobody argue with him. You don't. Why? Because the man apply himself. You don't see nobody arguing with Memo. Memo have enough understanding foundation where he can hold his own. Right? So this right here ain't for everybody. And I think, check out my man T Freaks on YouTube channel, where he did an excellent teaching on the Hebrew asset, the marker marks, and everything. But a lot of our people, they're so angry at the white man, okay, and they bring all that negative energy and they start teaching that stuff to all people. What I call it and what my teacher called it, victimizing. You're basically victimizing the people by giving them even more bad information. That's basically what you're doing. So in other words, you're no different than a cult. This is basically what we've seen. This has been going on for many years. But now, the Most High raised me up and T-Freaks and different brothers, Memo in Israel, saying, listen, this is not culture. We are victimizing the people. If you're going to teach the people from a standpoint, an academic standpoint. And so if you're going to talk trash about the rabbis, then what the hell you need to do is go and find you a learned rabbi and debate that learned rabbi, because he can look at you like you got your mind. The first thing he asks you, are you saying that biblical or classical Hebrew, you don't need the vowels to read? Now I can read the text without the vowels. You go to Israel, they don't have the points. So once you learn your vowels and learn where those vowels go, you can read a manuscript without the vowels. But you got to know your stuff and you got to apply yourself, right? Let's move on right here to verse 3 of Shemot 3, 20 and 3. Now remember again, let me say it again. For Exodus 12 and 2, you see your first month. From Exodus 16, you will see your second month. For Exodus 19, you see your third month. By the time you get to Shemot 20, uses the giving of the Torah from Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15 to 16. You are counting for what yourselves? 7 complete weeks. What are you doing? You're working on your internal character. Let me get back to the text. This is verse 3 of Exodus 20. Here you see lo. You see your negative participle lo. Okay? Yehiye. Yehiye, okay? That is you shall, what? What you should not do. Other word Elohim, other word Akaram, have no other what power or Elohim al panah, before my face or before my presence. Okay? This is what the text is what's saying. Now, in ignorance, people have dead stuff in ignorance. I have dead things in ignorance. Come on now. So now that I know better, and now that I acknowledge and serve the one God, Deuteronomy 6 and 4, okay, acknowledge the one power, then I'm able to come back and say, okay, brothers and sisters. Now, as we read the 10 words of Shemot narrative, we want to kind of give some better understanding of what is going on, okay? It said, lo, you should not have. Nowadays, you got these brothers charging you to teach you biblical Hebrew. I don't know what the hell they teaching you now. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, you got so many damn Hebrew scholars nowadays. But what's so crazy, I don't never see them come on Facebook Live and do none of this right here. But they the new Hebrew scholars. But then when you say, okay, you start asking them, have you studied this manuscript? What do you know about the Leningrad Codex? Can you read the text? If someone put up a manuscript, are you able to identify certain consonants in that text and say, okay, well, at this time frame here, this what was going on. The Masoretic text is based off the Leningrad Codex. This is very important. But you had these jokers, I'm a this, I'm a that. You know, I need to give a Memo and T-Freeze and create me a damn rap song with all these new jokers. All right. One day I'm King Shilamo. Next day I'm changing my damn name to Brick. I'm King Brick. Now you a brick. Now I'm a dalet. Now I'm a gamet. I'm a damn foot. Okay, now I'm a hey. Now I got my hands up. Every day Israel, these brothers change something about themselves. Something. What you should be changing by characteristics. Do what I do. I just lighten people ass up. I tell them the truth. This is what thus say Yah. Y'all have, look, I'm his battle axe. I'm his weapons of war. I'm not going to hold my tongue. All people need higher education. As I say on the other day, a lot of our people are lazy as hell. They're lazy, but they want to say, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. How the hell are you a Hebrew Israelite, but you don't apply yourself? That don't make no sense to me. How do you know what tribe you from? Man, I can't tell y'all what tribe I'm from. That's me being honest today. I'm from South Carolina. My great-great-grandparents kept the Sabbath, the feast days. Okay, and my family tall. Yes, we are tall people. I can't pinpoint. Now, do I believe that I'm part of the 12 tribes of Israel? Yes, but I can't pinpoint what tribe. That's me being honest. But you had these jokers tell you, I'm from this tribe. Oh, you from that tribe, brother. You from that tribe. How the hell you know? What artifacts you have that was passed down to your grandparents and their grandparents? So what was passed down to me and my family is the Sabbath laws, statutes, commandments, and the feast days. I ain't making this stuff up. This was passed down to my family. Come on now. You got to ask some of these people, what artifacts do you have in your family that was passed down to your ass from generation to generation to generation? So if you cannot say that, you need to be very, like T-Phrase say, intelligent lazy. Intelligent lazy, $2 bar key. And this is something so important. And yes, a lot of our people are intelligent lazy as hell. They lazy. And then when you call them out on their BS, they get all offended and emotion at you. Well, I'm mad with you. I'm mad with you, Memo. I'm mad with you, T-Frigs. Because why y'all called me on my BS. Well, it's called accountability, partner. And that's something that Dr. Michael said years ago about accountability, partner. And for some odd reason, we don't love being accountable to each other. Yes, we are accountable to each other. And whenever you're dealing with a man, that's my art right there, do the more shit. Whenever you meet a brother that don't like accountability, get the hell away from that brother. Every man in his right mind should have an accountability partner and say, listen, brother, I want you to be my accountability partner. I want you to hold me accountable. As you hold me accountable, I'm going to hold you accountable because why? I'm standing before the people y'all teaching this word here. That means I need to be ethical. I need to know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. And I'm not doing this right here for shape, form, or fashion. This is another thing let me address today on the Sabbath. A lot of our people come into this walk for shape, form, and fashion. They change the government name, take a Hebrew name, and their ass is just still crazy. Ain't nothing changed. Nothing. But all of a sudden, they want to be part of the masses. They want to follow the crowd. Well, yeah, you know, man, I'm so-and-so. And, man, look here. Who give a damn who you are? What we care about in scripture, what we care about how you can go in this book and you can extract some things from this book that's going to keep me from this Shabbat to the next Shabbat. That's what we looking for. But see, let's be honest. What we do, anytime you part of a congregation and they're reading on Torah portions every year and they're not learning something new, if the leader not learning something new, if the leader not able to bring something out new on Shabbat each year with a Torah portion, then you need to get the hell away from that place. Because any Moreh or rabbi should not be teaching the Torah portion and not able to extract something new out the Torah portion every year. Each Torah portion, something new should be able to be extracted. Because if you sitting up in there and they're going through the same old emotions, the same old thing, talking about from the 1950s and 60s, then maybe you need to get the hell up out there because you ain't grown. Because what they are doing, they are victimizing you. Because you know why? Sooner or later, you can start saying the same thing this man is saying for 40, 50 years. You repeating what he say. Well, brothers and sisters, we are living in a day and time that I don't need none of my students or my children, my grandkids to repeat what the hell I say. I need them to bring me some new information. Every time they open up this book, they should bringing me some new information and say, you know what, Saba? Saba in Hebrew is grandfather. You know what, Saba? I find something new. And it takes what I've been reading and studying. But going over the same old stuff, Sabbath after Sabbath, this is why our people ain't growing. Let's be honest. What you say, T? Run. They teach the Smith and AB week. AB probably see nothing on the law. That's right. And this is what's going on. The law. Without the laws, statutes, and commandments, let me tell y'all something. I would be off the hook. I'll be butt wild. But as T. Fred say, it's the laws, statutes, and commandments that what govern me and keep me. Let's be honest. You got to teach the laws, statutes, and commandments. And it's so powerful what you brought out. And this is why we have so much crazy stuff what's going on in the nation. This is why we don't have enough people beating the hell out of people. I'm going to tell you something. If we start, setting up a law when your brothers start tripping to beat the hell out of them, you won't have a lot of sin up in the camp. Then the nation will see that we hold our own accountable, hallelujah, and we promote change in our community. But it starts with us in leadership calling other leaders out that have dropped the ball, and we got to speak on it. It's not about, attacking someone's name and character. Listen, if I drop the ball and y'all brothers, find out, I can't get mad with y'all. But what I can do as a man is acknowledge my transgression before the nation, ask the Creator for forgiveness, and ask my community for forgiveness. This is all I can do. That's a humble person. But what we do in Israel, we love sweeping that dirty stuff underneath the rug. Well, you know what? Sweep under the rug, man. This so-and-so. Who give a darn who your daddy was, who your granddaddy was? We talking about you. We ain't talking about them. We don't even know them. We know you. So stop inserting your granddaddy, your daddy, your uncle. We talking about you. Okay? Why are you not teaching these laws and statutes and commandments as they should be taught? When something go on, they should say, come on, let's call a council of righteous brothers is able to set up and talk about the laws that you violate this law right here, and this is your judgment. Your judgment is you get ready to get 25 licks. I'm going to get ready to tear your ass up. I'm going to get my belt and I'm going to get my whip. And you start beating the joker ass, trust me, you ain't have no problem. You take a grown ass man and you hit his ass with that belt or that whip, like the slave master did. That would cause him to change. But no, brother, we under grace and mercy. Wait a minute, brother. Noah was under grace. We understand that. Kassid, we understand that. But I'm talking about you that take this book and you make it non-effect. You read it, you see, you understand it, but you bring this honor to our foreparents, especially Moshe Rabbeinu, our teacher, that went up to the mountain and received the instructions and came back from the mountain and gave them to Israel. That's my saying. We definitely need a Torah law council. We need that. And this, I'm telling y'all today, I've been saying this stuff for years. As my auntie Fred said, once we start establishing this right here, you will see the purging of sin, go from the nation of Israel, and you won't be dealing with something else. When you tell her, brother, look here, bunk your ass over or we can hog tie your ass and we can give you 25 licks. Now, that going to break him, but that will make him a better person. We scared to talk about this right here. And that's why I said you can't nick and pick what part of the Torah you want to use. Okay? Oh, don't bypass Deuteronomy chapter 25. See, this is what, bro. Oh, brother, we ain't under that law no more. See, now you sound like a Christian. You got a lot of Christians, brother. Let's be honest. They got Hebrew names, but they're Christians. Because if you gonna bypass Deuteronomy chapter 25, if that's a controversy between brothers, what's going on? So we need that type of structure in our community. But the nation need to see that we are able to hold each other accountable, put their ass on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, and tear their ass up. Matter of fact, beat their ass so much where they can't sit down like how your mama and your daddy and your granddad used to beat their ass to the point where you couldn't even sit on your ass. And I promise you, a lot of sin will go away from the nation. And when that black woman see that, her ass will be in line. She already know because she don't want that ass. She don't want that beating. She already know when you got to counsel elders like that, she could be the, oh no, honey, I love you, honey, but I don't want Elder Shayl and his crew to beat my ass with you. Oh yeah, this is what we need. And we start talking like that, you will see less sin, less foolishness going on in our community. All the debates will go away. Everything will go out the door when you got a group of men going from state to state to come to a council and tear your ass up. That's my killer right there. I love you, man. And this is the thing we need. We need more counsel, righteous counsel. We don't need a fool for a counsel. See, we got too many fools in leadership set on a council board. Now, how you gonna go get an unstable person to sit on a council board to counsel you? And this Negro is unstable. Or she is unstable. That don't make no sense. But you know what Israel do? We gonna do it. Oh, I like you. I like you so much. I want you to sit on my council. Sit on your council. Man, look here. Look here. I always tell Memo, T. Frizz, and Killer, half of these folks don't want me to sit on the council because you know why? Because I'm going to say, man, beat the hell out of them. Yeah, beat the hell out of them. They know better. That's a difference between you counseling a person that having a struggle versus you counseling a person that totally doing wickedness. And you want to turn around, oh, man. Now, I hate when Negroes put that word we. Wait a minute, don't put we in there. We talking about you. So when a person put we in there, they trying to justify their wickedness. Oh, we all don't sin. We all don't fall short. We ain't talking about everybody on the council. We're talking about you. That's right. We're talking about you. We ain't talking about Killer. We ain't talking about T-Fred. We ain't talking about Memo. We ain't talking about nobody else. We're talking about you, that you violated the law toward, and you didn't say nothing. If you say something, we can help. But you just violating and you ain't tell your brothers, you ain't tell your elders, but you just walking around like everything cool on the Shabbat. Man, I can't trust you. I can't fellowship with you. I can't even bring you around my family because I don't know what the hell you can do. And this is another thing in Israel. Be mindful on brothers to have one eyes. But always protect your woman from a lot of these Negroes. Let me tell you something. Because a lot of these brothers have lustful spirits on them. And when you bring your wife around, they're looking at your wife. What I tell people? Yes, I have a band-aid on my hand for work. Listen, you got a lustful spirit. I'm going to hit your ass within your first two knuckles right there in your eye. You looking at my woman up and down. I'm going to hit you those two knuckles right there in your eye. Yes, I believe in beating a brother ass. That's what I believe in. So a lot of people have a problem with that. See, if we don't protect our wives, our daughters, and grandchildren and sons for being perverse in Israel, it is going to keep worse and worse and worse. So I always tell our brothers, when they come fellowship, they want to come fellowship me. Do you have a lustful spirit? Because I don't want us to fight on the Shabbat. Because you got that damn lustful spirit, and you come to Durham to fellowship with me. And you ain't tell me that, well, you might get your ass beat right there on the Shabbat. Yes, I believe in putting my hands on people on the Shabbat, Nehemiah chapter 13. And I like what T. Frizz put, Deuteronomy chapter 25. And there's a controversy between brothers. That's no controversy shouldn't be able to be rectified in righteous. But if that controversy continue to go on, then somebody got to get them 25 licks. The person who continue to carry on the accusation. Now, as righteous men and people, we should be able to come together as men and talk it out. Why? We need each other. I can't tell none of my brothers I don't need them. I need all y'all. Hold me accountable. So you know what, Shayl? You get ready to get 25 goddamn licks a day. You know what? 40 licks. I gotta take my 40 licks. I can't get mad. I can't get mad. I can't get mad. If I drop the ball and kill up T. Frizz memo, say, hey, Doc, we love you, but you know, you didn't rectify this situation with that brother. You gotta get them 40 licks home. I gotta take my 40 licks like a man. And I'll take it, and I'm not gonna hold no grudges. I mess up. I'm not gonna hold no grudges, but you have a lot of brothers in Israel that they have that, I always keep saying, that feminine spirit. The first time they get on that, you get on their ass, they're all emotional. You hurt my feelings. But sometimes I believe you need to hurt a damn man's feelings. The same way our wives sometimes hurt our feelings and we get mad as hell and say, man, look at man, woman, you better go chill out. You tripping today. Come on now, I'm married 25 years, and sometimes look, I have to tell my wife, look, hey baby, you tripping today now, to calm down. But it doesn't mean I don't love my wife, but sometimes it happens to the best of us. Let's be honest. See, when you have men in leadership don't like talking about that, you don't want to follow that leader. Every good man gonna tell you, say, hey brother, I have my ups and downs in my marriage with my woman. Hallelujah. But praise be to Yah, we able to rectify the situation. A lot of these Negroes don't never go to counsel with a man to tell you to leave your woman. Now, if that's a disagreement, don't follow that fool. Anything can be rectified and worked out. Work things out with your spouse if you can. But don't never listen to a fool elder tell you to get rid of your woman. Now, she do something crazy and things like that, then, hey, I don't never tell people to leave their spouse. I said, listen, let's do the counseling. And if the counsel don't work, and then y'all feel like this is the best thing, then it is what it is. But try to make it work, especially there are children involved. But you have some crazy people in Israel. Y'all don't like that feminine spirit. I believe what I'm about to start doing. I'm about to, you know what, Killer, Memo, and T. Frizz, we need to get us some shirts, man, and say, listen, if you are an Israelite with a feminine spirit, you need to denounce your damn faith. You just need to denounce your faith. Because how are you going to be, you like them damn spies in the scripture. Come on now. They went and spied land out. They came back, man, and started encouraging the people, man. They vexed the people's spirit. You have the insane people today in Israel. Too many leaders, shalom, Metayahu, too many leaders in Israel is dealing with mental issues and got Hebrew names. They got mental issues with Hebrew names instead of seeking help and saying, listen, I'm about to jump out the damn building. I'm one step for committing suicide, but you can tell her brother, hey man, I need you to read for me on Shabbat. Brother, I don't need you to read for me on Shabbat. I need you to set your ass down, and I need you to work on your mind. I don't need you to read. You need to work on yourself because you are one step for committing suicide, and I don't want you to commit suicide, brother. I love you. I don't need you to read the scripture for me. I need you to work on yourself. I'm here to support you. Brothers, I ain't never seen so many crazy people in Israel. Half of these folks need to be under the nut house. But we don't love talking about it. We love saying, oh man, the scripture gonna heal you. So, brother, the scripture is the scripture. Some people need to be talked to. Some people need a hard talking to. They don't need a soft talking to. They need a real man talking to. So when I talk to black men, I'll talk to them like a soldier. Get your shit together. Whether it's Shabbat, whether it's first day, I will tell you in a heartbeat, get your shit together and get rid of that damn feminine spirit and be a man. And handle your business. The Most High ain't brought you here for nothing. He didn't allow you to come to your mother's womb to be a simp. I teach men how to be men. But I don't be with all that feminine stuff. Oh, brother, it's going to be okay. Look here, man. Stop all that damn crying. You got 2 balls. If you got 1 damn ball, you better use that 1 ball. Hold your nuts. Take your hands and put both of your balls in your hand. Come on now. We men stick about. I mean, I need to talk this right today. Be real. When you washing your thing, you got your balls in your hand. You're washing your balls. Sometimes you gotta tell her, brother, look here, man. Wash your damn balls. They might be stinking, but wash them. Be a man. Now you start telling a man like that right there, you giving him something to think about. You saying, man, you know what? I am a man. You encourage him to be strong in his mind. You don't discourage him to be weak in his mind, because if he's weak in his mind and it's time for war, what the hell you think he'll do? He gonna tuck his penis and his little nuts between his legs, his ass gonna run the other way, and you gonna get killed up. Oh, that's my Hebrew brother. I love my man Matthew. Why? You know why I love Matthew and T-Faith? They're always trying to help our community. They're always trying to tell brothers how to do better jobs, get better jobs. But half of these Negroes don't want to work. What they want to do is feed out the people. Can I get some money? Can you give me some money? Oh, I'm going through this. I'm going through that. No, get a damn job. Now, if you're going through something that's different, yeah, we'll help you. But some of these jokers in Israel, they will cash out your ass to death. Listen, they talking about the other nations. Some of these Hebrew brothers, they lie more than a crackhead. Every 6 months, 3 months, a month, they calling people for a damn cash out. Oh man, I'm going through this right here. Man, what I tell people, block them jokers. Block them. Don't give them no money, because what they're doing, they're using you in the name of identity. This is another thing. Watch out for brothers push identity so much. If they're pushing identity so much, you better push his book, push his language, push his culture. But you're so focused on, I'm an Israelite based off identity. What artifacts do you have in your family identify you with one of the 12 tribes of Israel? Don't come, Dr. Shayl, oh man, the curses. Well, hell, we all can talk about the curses. What is identifying you? What identifying marker do you have? What artifacts do you have? What tradition, what oral tradition do you have? For my family, it is the Sabbath of Yah in the feast days. Generation. That's my identifying marker. But can I tell you what tribe I'm from? No, I cannot, to be honest. I can make up some bullshit and tell y'all. That's easy to do. But let's be honest. And we don't love having these conversations. That's all they talk about. Oh, man, you from this tribe, you from that tribe. What? Brother, you got nothing else to say to me? Do you got a life insurance policy? Do you have a trade? But this is what Israel do in the name of identity. They will identify your ass to death to get all your money and be using the credit. Now I understand why the Jewish people don't use the name, they use Hashem. I understand. You know what? They don't convince me. Say, you know what, man? I say yo hey why hey. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta be in right standard when I call on tetragrammaton. But a lot of these jokers, this is my teach right there. Teach, you wanna come on, teach? That's my teach right there, man. I love them. And so a lot of these dudes, they don't know how to read no Hebrew. They don't know how to do nothing. This is the man right here that got on my ass over 11 years ago and charged me as a man. And he said to me, how you a teacher, Moreh, you quitting? Man, let me bring my teacher on. Oh man, teacher saying, I don't know why I'm saying unable to, okay, it say approve, send requests. I don't know, teacher said, it said, unable to add guests. It say unable to add guests. It say unable to add guests. They can't join the broadcast at this time. I don't know why the teacher won't let me add you. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on 1 second. Let me see, teach. Let me see. How can I do this right here? And teacher, I sent you a request. Wait a minute. How can I do it? Wait a minute, teacher. Wait a minute. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to get my teacher on here. So why I can't add? Shit. Teacher won't let me add you, so let me see. Let's see if I can do it right here. I'll say approve. I'll say approve. Let's say it won't let me add you. Let me see. Search. Hold on. Let me see something. This, oh man, I don't know why a teacher won't let me add you, man. Well, teacher, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop this live. Then you go live, and I'll come on your live because I don't know why it won't let me add you. All right, teach. So I'm gonna start the live. I'm gonna come on your live, teach. All right, shalom, shalom.
Great job. Sing unto Yahweh a new song. Sing unto Yahweh, let all the earth call. Bless his name and show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory amongst the heathens and wonder amongst the people. Every morning and evening I give him praise. The false gods are vain by the Most High. The skies was made, nothing new under the sun. Yeah, these times don't change. I guide my steps, directed, devise my ways. Honor and majesty, my Yah retain. Beauty is in the sanctuary amongst the saints. Give Yah glory and strength. Search far and wide across the 7 seas for a sign, but never seen a God alive like Yah, my Elohim.